Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00, and today we've got a collaboration with someone I'm rather fond of. I've got a bit of a thing for them actually, to be completely honest. They will introduce themselves in just a moment with a video of their own style here on my channel while I pop over to their channel and post a video over there. Enough said for now, so let me pass you over to my very special guest. Hey guys, welcome to the Lawcore Multiverse. Today, in collaboration with myself, I am putting a Lawcore video on Installation 00 while Installation 00 puts a video on Lawcore. I will be talking about robots in the UNSC and human colonies while I will be taking you to the Mass Effect universe. Right now we're in the ether realm between realms, so let's get the Mass Effect core up and dive into the core gate and take a closer look at Biotics. Let's move. Biotics is the ability of some lifeforms to create mass effect fields using element 0 nodules embedded in their body tissues. These powers are both accessed and augmented by using bioamps. Biotic individuals can knock enemies over from a distance, lift them into the air, generate gravitational vortices to tear obstacles or enemies apart, or create protective barriers. ESO exposure is by no means guaranteed to result in biotic ability. On the contrary, most fetuses that are exposed are not affected at all. Others will develop brain tumours or other horrific physical complications. In humans, only about 1 in 10 ESO-exposed infants will develop biotic talents strong and stable enough to merit training, and these abilities are not always permanent. In extremely rare cases, humans who were exposed in utero but did not manifest biotic talents as children can develop them during young adulthood through additional exposure. Once identified as having biotic ability, a person might be outfitted with a surgically implanted amplifier around the age of puberty. This amplifier is designed to make their talents strong enough to be useful, and some races have experimented with biotic drugs, such as red sand, to stimulate power instead. Once the implant is installed, its user must then develop conscious control over their nervous system, which is a long, slow, difficult ordeal, except for the Asari, who naturally possess a degree of voluntary control. Biofeedback therapy is often used to assist the progression of this process, and once they fulfill their training, a biotic can control their emission of dark energy to generate mass effect fields that move objects, generate protective barriers, or restrain enemies. Biotic abilities are activated using a technique called physical mnemonics, in which the biotic uses a physical gesture to cause neurons to fire in a certain sequence, sending an electrical charge through their ESO nodules and creating the desired effect. A biotic may enhance certain aspects of his or her biotic abilities by installing implant upgrades called bioamps. Biotic abilities fall into 3 general categories: telekinesis, the use of mass-lowering fields to lift or hurl objects; kinetic fields, mass-raising fields to immobilize objects, in combat usually enemy projectiles or enemies themselves; and spatial distortion, the creation of shifting mass effect fields which rip apart any objects caught within them. After a series of Starship accidents in the 2150s that dispersed Element 0 over populated areas, the first human biotics were born, though their abilities were not recognized right away. The first known biotic was female, dubbed Subject White, and had a subsequently violent history. By the time these children were teenagers, the Alliance had made contact with the Citadel and learned of the effects of in utero ESO exposure. A company called Conatix Industries was founded to track down exposed individuals and develop implants for humans. There are rumours that after the link between ESO and biotics was discovered, some human colonies were deliberately exposed to dust form element 0 to create more biotic children. In 2160, Conatix established the Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training Program on Jump Zero to train its first generation of biotics. Since the Alliance knew very little about this process, it covertly hired Turian mercenaries as instructors, but when one of these instructors, Commander Varnus, was killed in an altercation with a student, BAT was shut down. Records pertaining to the program still remain classified. The Alliance has had considerably greater success with later training projects. Human biotics currently have some oversight from the Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies. Most modern human biotics use the Alliance's L3 implant, which are not particularly powerful but are safe to use. However, some older biotics are stuck with the L2 implants, which allow abilities to spike higher. Kaden Alenko's abilities are reportedly comparable to an Asari's, but at a significant cost. The L2 implants are notorious for causing severe medical complications, such as insanity, mental disability, and crippling pain. It is possible to upgrade from an L2 to an L3 implant, but the procedure is rarely performed because it carries a very high risk of brain damage. Many L2s feel the Alliance has not provided them with sufficient medical or financial support and want reparations for their suffering. In some cases, extreme physical or psychological stress can cause even normally stable L2s to experience similar health problems. Human biotics face widespread prejudice and distrust from the rest of the species, mostly due to misconceptions about their abilities. Some people wrongly believe that they can read or control minds. Certain religious and ideological organizations are also opposed to the concept of biotic modification. Some biotics have been known to abuse their abilities, using them to cheat at roulette, for example, or pull people's chairs out from beneath them. There have been a few reports of individuals like these being attacked by frightened mobs, and sometimes even killed. The Alliance military, on the other hand, welcomes biotics with open arms and provides them with massive enlistment incentives. They are now frequently found in front lines of many ground-based combat units. Because of the massive physical effort required to biologically generate dark energy, biotic soldiers are assigned a large daily calorie ration, 4,500 calories per day compared with a standard soldier's allotment of 3,000, and provided with energy drinks to help them maintain their blood sugar and electrolyte levels. The electrical fields in their bodies mean that they are also prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. All biotics seeking to wield their abilities on a usable level are fitted with an electronic brain implant during puberty. Once the implant is installed, it can only be replaced or altered through extremely dangerous brain surgery, so most individuals keep the same implant their entire lives. Dr. Ellen Ryder is responsible for creating the first human biotic implants. Biotics are classed according to their implant model and strength of their ability. L1. These biotics can manipulate small objects, but their abilities are not strong enough to be offensively viable, because the L1s were implanted after puberty. L2. The L2 implants were first implemented in 2167. The results vary wildly. Some L2s are hardly stronger than an L1, others are strong but unstable, while a few are powerful and stable enough for combat, though they usually suffer some discomfort from their implants. L2s are all around the same age. L3s. In 2170, the L3 implant was developed. L3 biotics are consistently stable with moderate ability. While their upper limit is less than an L2, L3s are safe from dangerous side effects. Because of the implementation date, most L3s are 25 or younger. Some are older, having been implanted later in life. L3R. Short for L3 retrofit, this is an L1 or L2 who has undergone extremely dangerous brain surgery to replace the implant with a newer model. L3X. Implants installed in an unsuitable candidate. L3x One Experimental Implants tested at Grissom Academy in 2186. And L4, a new implant used on the children in the Ascension project. These implants use Bartek amplifiers with built-in VI interfaces to enable external monitoring and enhance the user's abilities. The L4 implants give a 10 to 15% increase in power over the L3s in 90% of the subjects with no current known side effects. And L5X. In 2185, adepts are outfitted with the L5X implants. L5N. In 2185, vanguards are outfitted with the L5N implants. Some unstable human biotics have turned their back on the galactic community for their own reasons. Many L2s, frustrated with their health problems and the lack of support, or suffered extreme abuse to reach their full potential as biotics, are quite militant in their anger towards the Alliance and take direct action. Other biotics believe they have been abandoned by the Alliance and, rather than fighting back themselves, seek prominent figures who can champion their cause or join communes. A few fanatics, the most dangerous, believe biotics are the evolution of humanity and that their talents make them innately superior to other humans. Thanks for watching and diving into the multiverse with me. Be sure to head over to Lore Core and watch Installation 00's video on UNSC Robots over there. hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're added to the notification squad and told the second a new video hits the shelves. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, link to our Discord is in the description, and if you love the multiverse and want to help out the channel, pop over to Patreon and support the channel over there. It all plays towards our ultimate plan to take over the world. I mean, what? Nothing. I look forward to you joining me again on our next dive into the multiverse. Lawcore out.